Happy Sunday, guys. Hope the inevitable Monday isn't ruining your weekend. I'm actually recording this on a Saturday, but I hope you're all having a great time of it on this Saturday night, on the Sunday coming. In terms of topic, I thought I'd look at self-awareness, knowing where you are in life to where you want to be in the future. And being self-aware is a key tool in making sure that your goals are maintained and revised constantly. Look at this. Now I'm just going to park here for a sec, just for a moment. Before I start driving a bit more, because I've had to do numerous takes of this, because I was talking about self-awareness, but I'm not self-aware of what I was saying, and I ended up talking about what you say in front of your own family members. Like, anyone would need to fucking know that. But I'm talking about self-awareness in the context of knowing where your position is in life now, and in its relation to where you want to be in the future, and knowing that. And this is something I think about a lot, but it can destroy you a bit, I feel. There's got to be a balance, like with most things, I guess. There's got to be a balance. And what I mean by that is, when I was in my early 20s, I would sort of compare my situation with others a lot, which has its own positives and negatives, because you can see what other people are doing well. How can you imitate? How can you apply that to your life? It says, oh, you know what? Let's talk about it in a coaching perspective, which is what I, sort of do on the side. I think, you look at another coach and you see what they do well, and you might try and copy certain things that they do, where it's the layout of a session, or it could be how they interact with people, how they communicate with parents or players, how they regurgitate technical information. These little sort of actions that the individual does, you try and imitate. Now the issue is you also end up imitating, or trying to imitate, their career path and succession. So they might go from level, let's say level 1 is the bottom. They might go level 1 to level 3 to level 5. Whatever that is. It's not very comfortable, this thing. But you might have to go level 1, level 2, level 1, level 2, level 1, level 2, level 3. And your path may take longer, but ultimately you're still aiming for a similar end goal that they are. But seeing them jump up quicker than you can be quite demoralizing. But if you don't have the sort of self-belief that you would still go on and hit the levels that you should be hitting, then the self-awareness becomes non-existent. You end up destroying that awareness of yourself, because you think you are somewhere else in your sort of career pathway, because someone else is already ahead of you. If that makes sense. Like, you should be where this person is because you believe you're at the same level as them. Their situations may come differently to them than they do yourself. There might be people looking at you and seeing, how have they gone to level 3, yet I'm still on level 2. They see your progression as an advancement on theirs, and you see advancement on someone else's. Hope I'm making sense here. Otherwise I'm wasting the petrol on my car for no reason. But you got to keep grounded. Your ability to assess yourself has to be on reflection of yourself where you were. So look at where you were last year and compare yourself to then now. Have you made progression? You have? Perfect. Keep going. Haven't made progression? Assess why. Find a solution. What haven't I done enough? Have I read enough literature? Have I practiced my trade enough? Have I networked enough? What have I done for myself to give, you know, a better platform to sell my trade, whatever it may be, whether I'm selling cars or starting a business? Have I given myself the chance to improve? And that comes with how you self-assess, how you self-reflect. I don't know what minute this recording is on. Let's keep going. That's the gist of the message. Know where your standing is now. And if you want any advice, get it down on a whiteboard. Make it look like a timeline or anything that visually shows progression from where you were to where you are now and to where you need to be. Timescale it however you like. If you're making short term, medium term, long term, whatever it needs to be, you have to be the one to put a timeline in. You're weaving in and out of here. That's once again all part of your self-awareness, how you're setting these goals for yourself. And it's easy to set a goal, but do you know what actions you need to take to achieve these goals? You know, you can write a five-year plan. Year 1 I want to do this, year 2 I want to do this, year 3 I want to do this. But if you've got no action plan with that, then you're just writing sweet nothings onto paper. You don't give yourself any real chance. And try and go into detail with it. That's another big thing as well, by the way. Working in a professional setting or an elite environment, it's heavily directed at how detailed information is shared or communicated. Everyone knows the basics of most things. Okay, you pick it up quite quickly, to be fair. But the small, finer details are what makes the difference. So find out what those details are. Try and look as deep into the topic of what you want to be in a year. What exactly needs to happen? Fucking hell. I've been out since 9 this morning. 9:30 maybe, 9:30 or 9:15, something like that. It's now midnight and I'm still out. Now for me, you know, what I always reflected on in terms of where I was and where I want to be, I always thought that I need to do more coaching, for example. Like, I just had to do as much coaching as possible. That's what I felt I had to do. Going into this year, things are a little different. I've already had a lot of hours of practice of coaching. Maybe I need to change it a little, give myself a different way. I'm not gonna go left here. Ooh, fuck it, I thought you were creeping up. We'll go around this way. Keep the journey going. So I was getting those repetition, and it was good repetition as well, because I was getting repetition in quality. I was pushed to be better, to find the details, to plan accordingly, and to do everything as professionally as I can. And I was, for 2 years straight, I was pushed to test myself to do that, and what good that has given me. But now I need to change how this experience comes to me now. So I got to change it from being repetition in this. Maybe this time for this year, I need to learn more on the theory. Okay, that's my reflection. But I have to be self-aware. Again, I see some people on LinkedIn, shittest fucking social media, right? Promise you that. But when you see the things that people write on there and the lack of self-awareness, okay, of where they are in their lives and where they need to be, it is astounding. Okay, I see someone type on there all the time. They're a young coach, they want to go and coach at a higher level, right? And all they talk about is the wrong things. That they make themselves sound like that they're uneducated, immature, and quite frankly narcissistic too. They know where they want to be. They know the environment that they want to enter, yet they don't do anything to give them any favors for when that environment will come asking for them. If that ever happens. Oh my God, you slow down. My God, man. I'm not saying you have to be a kiss ass, but you gotta know when you can say certain things and when you can't. Once again, I'm flipping where I need to be on terms of self-awareness, where it's all about self-goals and location in life to now. Into the future, right? Instead, I'm talking about how you behave online. I guess it's part of it, isn't it? Right? I guess it's a part of it. Self-awareness of some sort. How you behave in public. Okay? How you show your public face. Okay? I'm beside myself on that one. Point is, at the end of the day, what are you doing to prepare yourself for that next level? The next level of detail that you need to put in, the next level of hard work and depth and accuracy in your trade, whatever it may be. Do you know what that level is going to be like? And if you know someone who's at that level already, speak to them. Ask them, what do I need to do to be as good as you? Okay? Don't ask me how to fucking weld a bridge, okay? I won't have a clue. But if you know someone who does, and that's what you want to do as well, ask them the question. Ask why. That is your self-awareness right there. Why are we here? And we could be on a beach somewhere. Anyway, that's it for me, I think, for another week. I'm actually moving next week, so this might be a little difficult, but I will definitely get one out at some point. I might just have to pre-record sort of thing. Yeah, this place is a dump, shouldn't have driven down it, but it is what it is. Yeah. Look after yourself. Have a lovely week, and shoulders back, pillows made. Just pull up here so I can turn this thing off. Pillows made, and yeah, good luck everyone. Here's to another week, and ciao for next time.